Hello everyone, I'm Amari and welcome back to my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play series. We're still in Cazador's palace, or I guess in the dungeon area. So I wanted to explore a lot of this place before we leave. For the ones asking why I didn't talk to the Gur children, I tried clicking them and I couldn't. It said I could not, so I just left it at that. I wouldn't have saved them anyways. It would have been heartbreaking to talk to them. The Gur people are grateful for our role in taking Cazador Zar. We have to tell them, oh, we have them by our side, come what may. I need to go speak to them. Yep, we defeated and killed his prisoners. We should tell Ulma. Who the hell is Ulma? Who's Ulma? Is she one of the Gur people? Because,
Time to press ahead.
Probably. That sounds like a likely thing. Yeah. There's all of this area here to explore. And it seems like I can actually... Oh, not there. Apparently. Here. Oh god, his prisoners... Or, these guys are dead. Those guys are dead. Feel really bad for Astarion's brothers and sisters because I killed one of them, so that guy's done. I heard some really interesting ways to defeat Cazador, so that's gonna be something I do next time. And I will respec Astarion because I feel like he wasn't, for his level, it just felt kind of flat. Flat in the sense that like there's just the, I don't know, all these characters, Karlach, Shadowheart, my Bard, I feel like we can do a lot. I feel like Astarion, he's only got move around, move to a position, sneak attack, which, you know, it's nice, but I kind of want I want a little bit more. So I'm gonna probably just, this is my first playthrough where I thought, okay, first playthrough, I'll keep them all vanilla and not multi-class on my first playthrough, just so I can feel what these characters, what these classes feel like, all 12 levels, you know? All 12 levels, one class, but I feel like Astarion is a little bit, yeah, flat, so I'm gonna probably respec him. Is this a trap, or is this a pressure plate? Because I've been had by this before. I've been tricked into thinking that something like this is a trap, when in fact, it's a pressure plate.
What's cooking?
I'm going to save.
Looking ahead.
And I'm going to have everyone stand here. And Karlach will step on it because she's much more meaty about taking damage. Astarion, you should come all the way back here.
I'd love to, thanks.
I don't want to disarm it just in case it's one of those things. Oh, nope. Vampires before Well, I stepped on it. Our illustrious predecessors, brief note on the succession of master vampires in Baldur's Gate by Lady Incognita. All dates, Dale Reckoning. 612 to 698, Aravask the Forebear. 698 to 713, Zoltan Far the Eviscerator. 713 till 888, Madame Talon the Well-Preserved. 888 to 955, the Interregnum, temporary suspension by Lethandarians. 955 to 9, oh, that's a very short reign, to 998. I think it's shorter, it's only like 40, less than 40 years? 40 years? The rest seem to be a little bit longer. Blaesus, the Coryphy who led her spawn into ecstatic blood dances. 998 to 1019, Dixon Nightbender. 1019, oh, no, this one's shorter. 1019. Faye Blur the Fleeting. 1019 to 1138, Hideous Gathawick, who knew not satiety. 1138 to 1204, Donella Zar the Architect, who opened the Tourmaline Depths. 1204 to 1276, Velioth the Martinet. And then 1276 to present is Cazador Zar the Avid. The year here is supposed to be like 15 something? I can't remember. Like, there's nothing else here. I stepped on the pressure plate
Still
and there
alive,
was
so that's
nothing,
progress.
so... I don't know. Looks like something was excavated from here.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Maybe these torches have to be lit. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try it. Not like I
give it
think
a
it
shot.
actually does anything. I don't think there's like magic in these fires, but it's kind of satisfying to do them anyway. Oh, that one's swinging. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like the ones that are just swinging. Do these go anywhere? No, that says chasm. It would have said, oh, there's nowhere really to explore down here. Oh, I wish there was more. Although I didn't really have Astarion as my companion this time, so I don't know much about his story, but I will say that I see now why, other than him being like very, very charming, right? Even if he's kind of a jerk, he is incredibly charming, and I can see why a lot of people really liked Astarion. His story is it's heavy, right? It's heavy for me, it's heavy for a lot of people, and it's because it speaks about abuse and conquering abuse. I didn't really look up any of these characters, by the way. I'm learning as I go. It's really hard because I miss looking at stuff online. I miss looking through Reddit or like, I don't know, just memes and stuff. Like, I miss looking up stuff. And the thing is that like the entire time I've been playing Baldur's Gate, I have not been able to go on the internet just to look at stuff about gaming in fear of spoilers, because I really want my first playthrough. I can't wait to finish my first playthrough because then I can finally be able to go online again. I think his story on abuse is what a lot of people, you know, it's not represented often in this way, especially because it's a male character. And I feel like in media, a lot of the time they show abuse, like either physical, domestic, emotional, sexual abuse is usually centered around a female. And of course, it's, you know, it represents like a truth, right? Women do get abused statistically more often than men, but there is a very real percentage of men who suffer from abuse. And I think even women, so I'm a woman, and I think it speaks to a lot of women, the fact that it is a male character that is showing such vulnerability and having this kind of abuse. I'm getting, sorry, my words are getting a little bit choked up because this is very, very emotional for me, and this is why I have a hard time talking about it. So I needed kind of to go to sleep and be able to get my thoughts through before I talk about this. The fact that it is a male that is getting abused, it kind of makes women feel that the abuse is not the fault of the abused, you know, anyone can. And it's nice to see, not nice to see, but it's kind of a relief to see that, it's really hard to talk about, that males are also subject to this, and it is represented here. And the fact that he was able to, he's in the beginning of his healing journey, right now, so it would be nice. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent here. I don't know why. I just thought I would speak up on some part of it, and I'm struggling. So I will talk more about it when I can. But right now I'm struggling. But yeah, there. Let's just say that it's nice. Not nice. What's the word? It's not nice. It is a relief to see that it is portrayed in a very, very thoughtful and respectful manner there, and that he's at the beginning of his healing journey, and it's unusual to see a male portrayed in abuse. And I'm sure this is why, like, it speaks for women who have been abused, but also for men out there, to see a character like this make it through abuse. I'm sure you feel the same way.
Moment.
Whoever you are, I hope that this makes you feel something good. I have gone off on this tangent for too long, so we are going to go... Oh, there's Ulma. We're gonna go talk to Ulma. Okay, one last thought. One last thought about that before we go in here. The last thought is, this is what was swimming through my head, I guess. For someone who has suffered abuse, to play the hero in this part, you're playing a hero kind of in two parts. This is what I was thinking. The hero in two parts is the person, Astarion, who's been abused, and me, someone seeing it, right? Hearing about it. You're playing both, in a way. Of course, I feel like I am more my bard, but I am the support the abuse needed, Astarion. And to see both sides kind of conquer it together, it fulfills something in you, right? Yeah, there. I'm still. I will get the words out. It's really hard. Okay.
How much further can I
Just
go?
understand it's very hard. I laugh whenever I'm nervous or something. I don't know.
You killed not only Cazador, but also his wretched creations. I expected less.
So I can see from all your heavily armed friends. You didn't think I could resist completing the ritual, did you?
I admit, I had my doubts.
But where are our children? What of their fate?
Oh. I'm gonna go truthful. I don't want to lie to her. They likely died as vampire spawn, which is probably a mercy, honestly. I can't lie to her. If this ends up in a fight, but I can't lie to her. They lost their children. They should know. They should know the truth of it. I couldn't save them. I feel really awful about that. They probably suffered greatly.
Killing children makes for a strange kind of mercy. Although, given what they'd become...
Believe me when I say it was for the best. The pain from the hunger alone. There's nothing like it.
Perhaps there was something to that. A kindness I would not have credited you with.
Well, that's backhanded as compliments come, though I'll take it if it means you're done trying to kill me.
I never dreamt a spawn could find redemption. But, yes, you will never be hunted again.
As for you, you have my people's thanks. I know you face trials ahead. We will stand with you as best we can. Until then, go in peace. And thank you.
Poor Astarion. She did not have a nice word to say. It was like every single one of her compliments was, yeah, it was backhanded.
You stamped out the entire Tsar legacy in one afternoon. A good day's work.
These people have trained their entire lives to hunt down these vampires, and I did it in one afternoon.
Something to ask.
I wish I could have seen you do it. Killing all those spawn.
Yeah, you should have come. It was quite challenging. It would have been nice to have some help.
I wish I could have held my little ones one last time. Shared one last smile with Chessa.
How do I unlock these? Oh, not this. How do I unlock these? Is there a button in here? There's no way to open it. Oh, wait. If I get Gale. Hold on. Let me get Gale real quick. I'll keep Astarion in the party. I'll just switch out Shadowheart or something really quick. Alright. I have Gale. And I'm gonna use... I can't use Knock. There must be a way to open this. I'll have to look around. I'll get Shadowheart back. Alright, so I did some looking around and I can't find a way to open the doors. I really can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe. But I can't find it. If anyone else can find it, please let me know.
The elevator lies ready to carry you back up to the palace.
Let's get out of here. I've had more than my fill of this place.
Ascend out of the dungeon. I have to clear out the rest of these fanatics because they... Or convince them to leave. And then the ones that are enthralled, I have to see whether they're still enthralled. I don't know. Whoever is left here... I didn't see this incognita. Was she killed? How do I get in here? There must be a way in here, unless I've already been there.
Well, hello.
Let's march!
It was
Have a lot
a
on my
chance I
mind.
took on
And, well,
that
in it.
opening. I don't think there's a way to open that either.
Here we go.
I hate the way everything looks when I cast daylight on myself. It's so damn bright,
At the
but I'm
ready.
gonna keep it on while I'm in here, just in case. Where's that girl downstairs? I want to see if she's still here. The servant. Oh, she died. She also has a scroll of everything must be perfect. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be... My gosh, he's really tortured these people into absolute insanity. Hey, Goody? Is Goody dead? Goody's dead! Oh, Goody. Key to the kennel. This door. Ugh, daylight is too bright to have in a room in a vampire den. There is no one else here, I don't think. Oh no, there is this guy.
What's inside?
Green fern. How did they all... They were spawn too? I thought he was human. I didn't know he was spawn. Strange. This looks like a door, but it's not. Let's see. I have just to check on those one last group of people that were at the very entrance of the tower to see whether they're still enthralled or whether they're spawn as well. It showed that they were humanoid-ish, right? There's no one else. Time to exit. We're back out. We can remove daylight. Well, no, after I see whether that last group of people is done for or not. Although I suspect that they're probably dead. Only because the others are dead, but if they were vampire spawn, it should have said, it said human on one of them. It's human, a gold dwarf. Here. Oh, they're even the rat is dead.
Time to rest.
The rat is dead. Where did they go? Where did they go? Oh,
Always room for more.
cool. Stuff that I could take. Oh, these might just be enthralled, right? These people? Oh, encumbered. I need a merchant. As soon as I'm done with this. Send to Karlak. Oh, Karlak's at the very... I should have sent it to Shadowheart. She has space. It is all for selling. What am I gonna do with this money? I don't know. I just want it.
Where in the hells is Tamrin got
I don't see them. They just disappeared. They disappeared. Strange. Well, I'm gonna go sell, and then we will venture forth. Alright, I've emptied my bags, and I think I should long rest. I'm gonna keep Astarion with me for a while. I'll show you the reason later, but
Don't waste a step.
let's go ahead and take a long rest. I wonder, wait, let me see if I've exhausted all dialogue
Always make my
options
day
with
better.
Astarion concerning what just happened.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, okay. Let's see if anyone else has something to say about it. Oh god, I have to remove his
You
helm.
all right? If you need me, just say the word.
It does not suit him at all.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead.
I'm so
Sure,
proud of him
he had it
too.
in him, but he's changed so much, overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
Aww. She gets giggle.
Astarion chose right, and any well-trained Githyanki would have chosen the same. We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collective. I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective, the allies of the Prince of the Comet, and, of course, the one we've made for ourselves.
Aww.
To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. Astarion was wise to see it.
I love what Lae'zel has to say. God. Okay. I love Lae'zel. I'm gonna have to free Orpheus and then figure out a way. I don't know.
Whatever
I'm
happens
confused.
next, be sure
Oh, okay.
that I
Yeah, you will document it all. I haven't spoken to Mizora in ages. Let's go do that. Sorry, that was a bit loud of me.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
I really despise you. Oh. Oh, Will's standing next to me. You forced Will to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
She's awful. Why stick around and give him power? You left Karlach alone. What changed? What can you tell me about the Hells? Yeah, if you've left Karlach. Wait, let's keep it about Will first. I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power? What? That didn't do anything? Okay, you left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
You never told me how the Absolutist captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
I should have left her in there. If you're gonna be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
You really will. Really? You will actually help me? This is so doubtful. What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 Hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first Hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Well, even if I wanted her out of here, she'll probably come back, so... She is a child of hell. Goodness, you are so bright with daylight. It really is like the sun in here.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Oh. I like how the entire conversation Will was just standing
Astarion showed
behind me.
restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
Oh, everyone's proud of him.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say.
That's her way of saying she's proud of him. Why didn't that work?
To forswear the strength of 7,000 souls. That is an act of true strength, says Boo. Astarion may borrow Minske's muscles whenever he is needful. Brave, powerful, puny Astarion.
So it really was 7,000 souls. I thought that maybe Astarion was kind of exaggerating the numbers a little bit. But I guess he wasn't. I'm so glad that I didn't let 7,000...
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
7,000 vampires spawn out into the world, because that would have been worse. Sure, some of them might practice restraint, but I doubt the majority would. Because the way Astarion describes the hunger, the pain of the hunger, I don't know. Like, children? Are the children going to have enough strength in them, or discipline, self-discipline to actually control their hunger? I don't know. There was no perfect scenario for that. Let's rest up. We need it. Oh? Oh, okay. Oh, because... Oh. I just went to camp. I didn't click long rest. Astarion.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever.
I would say he's unrecognizable. I'm sorry we couldn't save the other vampire spawn.
We could have tried. We could have given them the same chance I had. I was able to go out into the world and make better choices, to go against my nature and become more than a blood-sucking monster. Maybe they would have done the same. Or maybe not, but did we have the right to take that choice away from them?
It was a risk. They would have killed thousands of innocent people. You know, that's saying that he would. No, but it's the call we made, and we need to live with that.
I suppose that's the less convenient side of freedom. Having to live with the choices you made. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago.
Yes!
You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you.
Breaking the cycle of abuse. What he said there. Yep. You saved yourself. I just gave you a push.
You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now.
Oh, sorry.
You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
Oh, Astarion. That was beautiful when he said that it's because we believed in him. Yeah, that's what I like. You know, there's all those jokes, and I think I had a comment about this, and we discussed it in the comments. You can find it in the previous videos about the whole fix him, fix her, whatever. I don't truly think that I'm controlling these characters. It made it pretty clear, kind of towards the beginning of the game, that I can kind of influence them in a way, in that my relationship with them and what we do as a whole group together kind of influences their mindset. But at the end, these companions are going to make their own choices, and it means a lot that Astarion kind of just voiced it right there so perfectly when it was needed, that it's not me fixing them, it's kind of us, the journey, like us all together, building, you know, friendships and trust in each other. It's them fixing themselves with us by their side. Like, this togetherness is what's fixing all of their problems, even if it's not totally fixed. I haven't changed his original outfit. I kind of like it on him. Anyways, yeah, let's get long rest, and I'm gonna keep Astarion in my group just for a little bit.
Let's see.
We'll see why. No. Sorry, my dog's growling. You can see something moving outside the curtains. Oh! Scratch! It sounds like it's Scratch growling. Please have a ball.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Or not the ball. Give that here. What did you get me? What did you get me? Oh, my dog thinks it's her I'm talking to.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Oh, yay, muddy goo. Thank you. You're such a good boy. Thank you so much for giving me some muddy goo.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
I love that that's an option, that you can actually pet the dog. Right, so... I will respec Astarion later. Don't worry. I kind of wanted to respec him just because it feel... Yeah, I said earlier how flat it kind of felt. There's a reason why I'm keeping Astarion, so I'm gonna assume that we're kind of just all hanging out after he's done his quest. You know, he needs to let off a little bit of steam. There's a few homes here that I've been wanting to take a peek at, but I couldn't because they are locked. If only I can remember. I think one of them is this one. And because I wouldn't necessarily... Well, maybe. But Astarion would. And also, we're looking for information on where Gortash is hiding the Duke. So if Gortash is hiding the Duke somewhere,
No, never mind.
I need all the information.
The gods are watching me.
I will go play my musical instrument over here.
What now?
I think I just made it worse for myself.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yep, I made it worse for myself. There was no one watching here before.
Don't mind if I do.
Where in the hells has Cameron got to? Wish I'd
Cameron?
This job's a six-hander. We can't
Who's
do it
Cameron?
without. That's
Why
the
does that
last
name
time
sound
I let
familiar?
anyone work late without me. Bloody idler didn't get a thing done.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Careful, I'm behind.
Lavernica. I
Home
do
of
not remember.
Lavernica,
Oh,
groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park. Lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Who's looking? You. How about if I play over
Another
here?
step forward.
Damn it. I've ruined it. How am I gonna sneak into this house now? Is there another way in? Ah. I want to.
Neither did Burke or Perral. Didn't stop them running. Cameron were Never saw when you left us.
Well, at least he has invisibility. There we go.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Yeah, it's not illegal to go in. It was just illegal to lock it. Or unlock it, I think. Holy crap! There's dead people in here! Oh my god, I'm glad I came in here. What the hell just happened here? A spider?
Maybe I need more pockets.
Park keeper's chores. Oop, I don't like it when it does that. Morning, check for fallen branches and block paths. Polish benches, unlock gates, clean ponds. Afternoon, rake leaves. Pest control, repaint signage, final rounds, and lock up. Parkkeeper's journal, mostly filled with notes on botany and plant care. One aside in the margin notes that some suspicious characters have been frequenting the park of late. The keeper wonders if perhaps he should report this to the Flaming Fist. All right, I do have reason to come in here because we got ambushed in the park and this is the groundskeeper and we haven't seen him. So, yeah, I do have reason to look in here. Book Draft, Volume 1. Neatly written chapters fill this journal. A list of what appears to be book publishers in Baldur's Gate are on the first page. The cover has a multitude of titles all crossed out. The Unforeseen Alliance, Volume 1, Druids and Harpers, A Fight for Good, The Shadowed Evil, Who Dares to Stand Against It. Our hero, the mighty? Druid Roa arrives in the grove. When he received the summons from the Emerald Enclave, he knew something was afoot. Filled with druids and rangers alike, members of the Enclave are scattered across the realm. They fight to preserve the natural order, keep the elemental forces of the world in check, and do battle with those who would upset this delicate balance. They are fierce warriors, though none as fierce as Roa. Built like an ox, a bear? He stands head and shoulders above the crowd. The grove is buzzing with activity. Roa spots a beautiful woman with ebony hair flowing past her shoulders, her eyes as blue as summer's day, bluebird. His smile turns to a frown as he notices the crescent moon and harp pinned to her chest. By Sylvanus, what was a harper doing here? Oh, he's a writer too. Or was. Can we turn this on? A nice roaring fire. Duna duck fins. Your head is gone. Highbald Penkessa. Quite a lot happened in here. Poison Chops. Cute name. Let's see if I can talk to this one.
The corpse does not respond.
Ah, they don't want to speak. None of them do. Oh my gosh, look at those handprints. I think I got the key. Yeah, I did. Oh, what the hell happened down here? Why is this basement like this? A whole battle happened down here. An illithid? Catalyst Gulch? Whoa, maybe we'll find Omelum here? Broomboy Tigro Pie? Rogering Pegleg? Quatre Silkright? An entire battle! Damimal Home. What a cool name. Damimal. It's a great sword here. There's an earth elemental too. Oh, there were no survivors in this. Sendai the Third. The effigy of Sendai who made herself many. What use her multitude? She thought herself a warrior, but only her blood soaked the soil. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood. Orin the Red. Orin was here. Wait, we'll go there later. Hold on, there's a door
Should
here.
mind my step.
Picking up all the now I have a use for these rotten vegetables. It's Karlach's throwing. What is this for? This room is for nothing. Alright. I guess they blew through the wall into the groundskeeper's home, but why? And who is this? Incognita Friggin? This is the vampire!
This body, a sacrifice, or some kind of display?
Dribbles!
Judging by this, this must be part of the clown.
It is. It is. Okay, okay, wait, where is that? This is the vampire. Oh, no, it's the drow. Incogniti. Okay, so that's not even the same name. This is a drow.
What's in here?
Luca Hansel. Whoa. What were they all doing here? These are all drow. What the hell was this ritual here? He was killed here and dragged here. Why? Did Orin do this as well? Weird. Did I come here too late or something? Could I have helped whatever happened down here? This looks like a crazy fight. I don't even see the Lavernica or something, whoever the groundskeeper was, unless it was someone upstairs. I guess it was to take over the park, right? They came in. Were they a bunch of drow? I can't remember. I think they were just like random people that were in the park. But all, of course, like ball followers or murderers. Molly Winegobs. The names of these spiders is really, really cute. Alright, well, I feel like this would have been more important to find earlier on, but now that I'm going to go into more areas. Where is it? Is it this one? No, it's the one where it was like Rainforest something. Rainforest Home. This one. Rainforest Home.
That's right. Mummy is here.
This one too. This is the third fountain I've tried.
Keep your distance, darling.
City's going to shit.
Let's prowl.
Oh. Someone's watching. Someone's watching. Come on. Walk away. I should save. Who's watching?
What fun.
Always the way. No one fixes anything unless it hurts them personally.
Quite a road, as I remember.
Okay, it's still bad to open the door. Go away.
Right, what now?
We're looking for information here.
Yes, but you do go down.
Another massacre happened here.
Something over there.
Oh, hold on. You can't. I need to close the door, but I can't do it until people move. Can't have them see me steal from here. Come on. Walk away, whoever you are that's looking. Walk away. Yes. Okay. Urban exploration, the Undercity. Intrepid hobbyists who pursue the urban exploration of Baldur's Gate will find no greater challenge than that offered by discovering the dark realm beneath the city streets. Everyone knows, of course, that the city's sanitation needs are served by extensive sewer tunnels through which water flows, carrying waste downhill into Grey Harbor. Once you find your way into these sewers, though, through one of the round street access hatches, you will enter a noisome but intriguing domain, haunted mainly by the half-civilized kobold tribe that it maintains the pipes and culverts. And somewhere hidden in its far corners, the sewers are said to connect to the long-forgotten tunnels of the truly haunted Undercity ruins. It's thrilling to think about exploring that dangerous region, but for liability reasons, this author cannot recommend it. It's so funny to think that, like Orin, she's living in like the stinky sewers, which is not bothering her for some reason. Why did the door open? But not only that, like she kicked out the kobolds for this.
I'll take that.
Never killed anyone.
Tell that to Glitterbeard. He'll have our heads.
Glitterbeard, that's his name. Oh, there's a rat there. Blood-stained parchment.
Let's have a look.
I'll go into this hatch later. Messy splatters of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of paper. Those wishing to face the Dread Lord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list. Ah, we've already read this. So there is a killer here too. Or would have been. They're all dead now. Where did the rat go? No, I don't want to pickpocket you. I want to talk to you. Rattin says
Hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs.
What happened to your last cheese dropper?
Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best. Until the Red Man visited.
Dollar. Yeah. Tell me about this red man who visited Alexander.
A dwarf, all dressed in red. He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well.
Oh.
So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good. Even better than cheese.
Alexander is dead.
I feared so. a calamity. He
Yeah.
dropped such good cheeses.
No, those were not cheeses. Do you realize you ate Alexander's innards?
Yes.
Oh.
Tasty. He didn't need them anymore.
Okay.
Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
Oh, you're polite of you. Very nice.
Never wanted the easy path. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Good God.
These boots have
Oh
seen
my
everything.
God. Well, we've already accomplished this quest, but I still want to talk to them. There's Alexander Rainforest. I didn't know that that was his last name. I thought it was a literal
corpse
rainforest
regards you
house or something.
lifelessly.
What was your job?
Dogs. Ombudsman.
Ombudsman? What is that? What the hell is an ombudsman?
Sorts. Problems. Check. Everything.
What were you doing when you died?
Investigating odd records.
The speak with dead is so slow. What odd records?
Tombstone. Shop. No owner. Decades now.
What happened to you?
Murdered. Obviously.
Obviously.
The spell's
Okay,
power
snarky.
wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Well, I already resolved this entire quest line, so I don't need to really ask other information. I just want the funny information. Cheese
Wish I had a bag of
record.
holding.
Successful cheeses: red, white, yellow, sharp, mellow. Unsuccessful cheeses: smoked, blue, waxed. He prefers his cheeses crumbled to little pieces. Oh, he has a record of what he was feeding his rat friend. Oh, I feel so bad for this guy. Well, I feel bad for all the murder victims. They didn't see it coming. Is that soap bar taking that? Oh.
What's inside?
The Sea Queen's Wrath. Long has the Water Queen House served to retain the city's favor in the eyes of Umberlee, whose waves move the ships that form the body of the city itself. Baldur's Gate's position on the Sword Coast makes it the heart of local commerce, but Queen Umberlee could easily drown the city in salt if she chose. Dedications offered at her temple maintain crucial peace in the region and create a tempting stopping point for sailors through to come ashore and rest upon the bosom of her mercy. But if you cross the sea bitch, you may pay for it by a visit to her savage Sahuagin servants. Sahuagin. I still don't know what a Sahuagin is. I should look it up later at one point tonight. Mate, we're worried about you. You've gotten too deep into this conspiracy nonsense, and honestly, it's making you dull. You're coming out for drinks tonight, the Singing Lute, at sundown. You'd better be there, or we're going to have to come and get you. And there's no guaranteed we'll be sober. Oh. Where are his mates?
Stupid of him if you ask me. It's much safer this side of the city walls.
Wait. Ah! What the hell?
Trust no one. Time for discretion. Let's go.
Don't turn around, don't turn around. There we go.
Nice and easy.
I don't know who's looking. You never know.
These things have stayed interesting. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Oh wait, I forgot to loot him. The Rainforest guy. I just spoke with him. Forgot to loot him.
Let's have a look.
Yes, but you do go down in his...
He had cheese! Of course he did. So these are the areas that I kind of wanted to go to. And then there's also Hhune, the Mausoleum of Hhune. And I figured since we encountered some of the Hhune werewolves, I want to go to the Mausoleum.
I just want to let
and to the Hhune's resting place. Oh, sorry.
City's going to shit.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Why? How do they know I try to talk your way out of it? It belongs to me. How dare... It belongs to me. How dare you accuse me of stealing it? Yeah, that sounds more like me.
You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't be so lucky.
How do they know I stole something? How? They didn't see me in there.
Careful! People don't bloody look where they're
Oh, there was a
walking.
hatch in there. Damn it.
Folk these days have no manners.
I will save here. And we will go back inside.
With haste. These boots have seen everything.
And from in here, we're just gonna port.
Best avoid that trap.
Oh! Where is the trap? There it is.
Come on, let's go.
Tack. Oh. Oh. Oh well.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Winslow Reginald.
A foot.
Yay!
Smeared with
Found more
paint,
dribbles.
among other things. This must belong to Dribbles.
Awesome. Okay, we'll keep those here for now. Abazigal the Fourth. The effigy of Abazigal, who soared on shredded wing. What use his pride? He thought himself a dragon, but died as a worm. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood. Or in the red.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
More traps. Where? I don't see it. I'm gonna get this bottled breath though. And this rope. And this faded scroll of reversal. The time-bitten parchment of the scroll flakes and frays, obscuring most of its content. It appears to describe the process for breaking an enchantment that has bound a mighty dragon into another service. Whoa. What do you mean bound a mighty dragon? Where is the trap? Is it here?
Time to kill.
Because you can't disarm it. Can't disarm it. See, Astarion was able to do it. Why didn't Karlak
No
do
one
it?
back home will ever believe this. One day I'll catch a break. Looks empty.
There's nothing in here. Oh, there's a strong box here. Never mind. It is not empty.
How delicious.
It's nice to have someone that's better at
Hardly
lockpicking than I. Guidance, please.
Let's move.
Ah, I
Always
talked to
pleasant
Shadowheart.
traveling with company.
Yeah, money.
Very well.
I'm just making sure that everywhere I explore, everywhere that I can explore, I have exhausted my options, and I really want to see everything. Dagger. Tombstone shop notes. I'd come across several pointers towards the Candle Hollow's tombstone shop, so I decided to use my spare time for which to watch it for suspicious activity. Indeed, the place is strange. It seems disconnected from Candle Hollow's main mortuary business over in Eastway. In fact, they don't seem to sell anything at all. There's one callow shop lad who hangs about looking bored. Otherwise, there's just the occasional customer who enters and then stays inside for a while, sometimes for hours. When they leave, these customers seem different somehow. I'd swear I saw one go in and out in the same clothes but leave wearing a different face. Must stay alert. I think the shop lad may have noticed me hanging around. I'll give this observation just one more day. Oh, there's a stone wall there. Missives of Candlekeep, I've read that before. Oh,
but that
pink.
will fit in my bag.
Pink dye. Is this pink dye? What abides below? Flamondon tells us the Grey Harbor was a small coastal village before Baldur returned with his sea treasure and founded a great city here. But the vast subterranean ruins hidden deep beneath our modern city's sewer system tell a very different story. There is a city in the bight of the lower Chionthar ages before Baldurian built his sea tower. A metropolis of grand boulevards and granite towers open to the sky before the unknown cataclysm that split them to their foundations and then swallowed them into the bedrock. Who were these forgotten people who lived in the age before Baldurin? Perhaps, more importantly, who or what still lives in the ruins of that tumbled-down port town below? What things, creatures, or creations lurk deep beneath our streets, and do they have designs on what we like to think of as our world on the surface above? Are they talking about, the vampires? Because they looked like they were subterranean. That daze, I think, brought me quite deep below. The Mortal View Eyewitness Accounts of the Ballspawn Crisis. I think I've read this. Yeah. Tiny little potion. Ooh, record of ownership. A note detailing ownership details of Candle Hollow's tombstones. Has existed as Candle Hollow's funeral arrangements for generations, owned by Candle Hollow's family. Attempted rebrand after Lavernica Candle Hollow took over 1492 DR to Candle Hollow's tombstone. Rebrand to focus on our core values, getting folk buried fast. Lavernica turned over to fist for obscene necromantic practices by local adventurers. Unclear as to where she is jailed. Shop hasn't sold a tombstone in months. Deed still being paid for? No note of pay. Just gets paid? How? Getting paid, that reminds me I have to go back to the counting house. A note addressed to Alexander Rainforest. All right, my lot have been watching that tombstone spot for a 10-day now. Seen a bunch of folk in big cloaks going around. Only seen a scant few come out, though. It's weird. You'd think it'd be quite cramped in there by now with that many folk inside. It's only a tiny shop. Anyways, your lump sum brought you a 10-day. You want more of our time? Pay up. All the best. Roa Mungo. Of course. Of course. That's the Zent, right? What is this that you've got going on here? Where is this going?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Ow! Why did that harm me? Oh, you've been hiding stuff here.
This calls for careful footwork.
What chest? Is it the one that Astarion pickpocketed? Or lockpicked?
cautious. Best be on my way.
Okay, next stop. Next stop is... Go to the Basilisk Gate first. I want to go to the Hhune Mausoleum. I feel like Astarion has interest there. Being as... And then we need to do that one. Yeah, seeing as the werewolves have the same last name, I want to check it out. Then we have to go to the counting house to get our money. Our treasures. Okay, this is where I need to go. I wonder if I could lockpick in front of her. Probably a bad idea. Let me wait until the Mortak leaves. Why are you here? Go. Go on your duty. Off you go. Thank you.
Should be easy.
Unless I have the key already. We do then just have the key.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
Of course someone's left a trap.
Don't touch me. Be careful. There are traps about.
That is a trap, right?
That's curious.
What?
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
So that doesn't do anything. Go. Let's have Astarion move this area. Inch forward a little bit. Let's disarm this one. Seems a little bit deadly.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
I guess for tripwires I have to jump over them. I thought I could just like snap them in half, but I guess they are triggered by being snapped, so I don't know why I thought that was...
There are traps.
I don't know why I thought that was the solution, but it's clearly not. That's how they're triggered, by the tension breaking, right? How come I can disarm this one now? I don't understand. Goodness, Astarion is so good at picking locks and traps. I'll read all of this in a moment. I thought there would be like a secret here. Though Astarion missed his perception check.
My face protects me.
Let's see if
Got
you
to press on.
Because that looks like a fake wall.
Something over there.
Let's get going.
Oh wait, there's something here. Approachable East, I've read that book before.
Someone there?
Let's see what these books are. On Death and Resurrection. I remember this one. Approachable East, Approachable East. I think I've read a lot of these Approachable East. Jake's Encyclopedia of Eels. Someone said that that was like, yeah, like a throwback to something else. Mausoleum Iron Key. But what would that be for? The sarcophagus? Ah. I don't think I'd make it. It would have to be Karlach. Yeah, let's get Karlach over here.
Attention! Looky!
Unless there's another mausoleum. What the hell? Karlach. Come on, come over here.
too.
I can't do it because I failed?
What am I to do?
Shadowheart did it. Shadowheart, strong girl.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Another key. Carla could use this to throw at someone. Legacy of Hhune. Kneel with the weight of all your value at his feet, and he will reveal himself. These pressure plates.
Da, da, da.
Or do I put money on it again?
Looking ahead.
Kneel with the value. Kneel with the weight of all you value at his feet, and he will reveal himself. It's gold again, isn't it? God damn it. I don't know how much. I feel like 1,000 is a significant weight. What?
What's cooking?
Kneel with the value.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay. I don't know how to kneel. I'm gonna save here. What if I drop all my money on here? It says kneel. Kneel at his feet. I don't know how to kneel.
Just out of
There's just this. Maybe I'm not heavy
I could
enough.
go for a good meal.
Maybe I'm not
Don't
heavy
mind
enough.
if I do.
Could we all fit on here? She's not exactly on it, but let's see.
My faith will guide me.
Shadowheart's kind of
Perfectly
not
hidden.
that heavy either. Ah! We're heavy enough now. Awesome.
Keep a blade close.
Okay, stay there just in case this
Shall
closes
we?
behind me. On the inevitability of moral decay and its benefits. Love these puzzles. These puzzles are great. A lengthy essay on the inevitability of moral decay, the opportunities it presents, and the ways to capitalize upon them. Introduction, Chapter 1, Morality is not absolute. Chapter 2, Why moral decay is not immoral. Chapter 3, One man's decline is another man's gain. Chapter 4, Those who play and those who make the rules. Chapter 5, How to win the game. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, might as well take everything. And we can sell everything. I'm guessing that this really is the mausoleum then. Yeah, because it says it in the map. I picked up these keys and I was like, for sure there's another room then, because there's no way. So that must be it. Yeah. Ooh, a journal. I don't see anything here like werewolfy though. I was hoping for something werewolfy. This old diary contains thousands of short entries describing the writer's doings in short factual sentences. One entry catches your eye. It was introduced to me as the Emperor. Surprising, but its information was good. Its ideas brilliant. I'll not turn up my nose. A boon to the knights, I think. So he knows the Emperor too. Oh, but I was hoping for information here on like the werewolf thing. Maybe it's the East stuff. Hang on. Where's that East book? Volume 6. 5, 2, 3. Man. Traveling, the page are stained with dust and mud, but between screeds about hygiene while traveling on the road, your eyes settle on this section. There were those that warned me against straying from the river, but I was out searching for an adventure. And where better than the fields of the dead? Living in Baldur's Gate, one hears much about this grand, grassy plain, but one never visits, sorry. And for a place with such a desolate name, it is positively teeming with life. Well, perhaps not teeming, but there are honest farmers to be found there, and a large number of ravens. Alas, I have no time to venture near the huge hills, or barrows as the locals call them, but I am told that ancient artifacts are all but bursting out of the ground. A fine spot for a little relic hunting. So number 3. I knew the Gur as traveling folk with a reputation for fortune-telling, but you only start to know a people when you sit down and share a tale. At the side of a road over a pot of bubbling stew, they told me they were the children of Selûne, and claim a history stretching back to ancient Rashomon itself. Gur legend tells of 2 young Wicklaren witches who refused to follow the instructions of their elders. In frustration, the older witches turned the young maidens into songbirds and locked them in a golden cage, saying that if they refused to learn, at least they could make music. But the Wicklaren escaped and flew across Faerun. Eventually, exhausted, they landed in the garden of a cleric who blessed them in the name of Selûne, breaking the curse and transforming them back into human form. Since then, they have been Selûne's children. All Gur people trace their line back to these young maidens. Indeed, some Gur matriarchs even take a maiden as a title. Of course, as the beloved of Selûne, they no longer practice the Wicklaren witchcraft, but some say it remains in the blood, that it lets them catch glimpses of the future. It was a magnificent tale and some exciting excellent stew, but was any of it true? I shall investigate when I reach Rashomon. Perhaps they tell a different story. Do I have 4?
I can be subtle sometimes.
7.
Ready for some good news?
No, I guess I don't.
Watch your back.
I don't have 4, but I have 5. Let it be known that Sembia should be avoided at all cost. It is clearly home to an industrious sort of a fellow, the sort who is quick to dismiss the country's history as Nethery's vassal state. But I will steal your notes from the Daylands and sell you to the pirates all the same. Thankfully, these pirates were set upon by another group of buccaneers, who were more than happy to take a scribe on board. I was excited to document the voyage as we headed to the Thesk, the gateway to the east, where the road leads straight to Rashomon. Alas, I have spent almost all my time forging ship manifests. I remember that one. 5, 6. I must say, for a place with so many orcs and goblins, Thesk is a remarkable pleasant land. A true melting pot where all are accepted and quite a lot seem to be permitted. Alas, the crew I sailed here with were imprisoned by the harbor master, but I was soon on the road known as the Golden Way, and it lives up to its name. The wealth of a continent marches along this road. Furs from Neverwinter and iron from Nashkel flow in one direction, while silks and jewels flow the other. I have heard so many stories of the world. The Golden Way passes through Rashomon, through the wastes of the Hordlands and on to the continent of Carator, a land of empires, dragons, and beasts I never dreamed of. I am so close to Rashomon, but what was once my dream now sounds so mundane. Last night I made camp and was joined by a charming fellow. I told him my dream of seeing Rashomon and he laughed. He claimed that Rashomon is nothing compared to Thay and invited me to visit the court of the Zulkris. It seemed rude to turn down such an illustrious invitation, so I will see what this Thay has to offer. Then Rashomon, and beyond.
Not now.
You went to Thay. Approachable East, Volume 7. Thay is beautiful. Its people are warm. Its people are kind. I am welcome here. Rashomon means nothing to me now. Karatur means nothing. My travels are done. Come, my friends, I implore you. Come to Thay. Thay is beautiful. Ryan Forbeck.
What do we have here?
I wonder where number 4 is.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
It's a friendly-looking shadow. Awesome. Tiny little fun puzzle. There's a nice wrap-up to... I wish there was stuff about the werewolves, though.
If not over, then through.
Flowers, every color of the rainbow, right here.
Did I ever talk to this girl, Maud?
A friendly face at a graveyard is always a treat. How about a flower or two to brighten your day?
Sure. I think I did talk to her. You know what? Let's buy her entire stock, sure. Let's buy all the flowers.
Come back anytime. You won't find fresher.
The music playing while she says that is...
Brighten up a
Ellswood.
loved one's grave with a bouquet. Freshly...
What happened here?
Risk being an open view.
What happened here? Was this open before? Ow. What? What the hell happened?
Best keep your hands to
Oh.
yourself.
Softer than a whisper.
I'll play you a tune. You know, the Bard and Astarion together make a good team.
Let's be quick. Leave no tracks.
What the hell happened here? I don't get it. There was something there.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, give me my gold. Thank you.
Time to press ahead.
Is there anything else left for Astarion to unlock? I guess we should go to the counting house with him. Yeah, let's go to the counting house.
Damned hypocrites!
What?
The Blade of Frontiers. All pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. You are either a fool for trusting him, or a wretch for conspiring with him. Doesn't matter which.
Why?
Lady Mizora told me everything. How Will slaughtered his own father.
What?
How he craves his power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. This city holds no
Mizora's
place
a liar.
for you or for Ravengard's treacherous spawn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Ravengard could still be alive and we intend to save him. Mizora's a liar. What the hell? I was just walking towards the counting house and this happened. Good God. Okay.
At ease. By the living gods, I believe you. What darkness has fallen upon us? There's something you must know. I should have told Will sooner, but I'd hoped somehow Ravengard would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I should seek Will out and give him a message. Will was schooled in the ways of the great champions. He is to use those lessons to wake the Wyrm sleeping beneath Baldur's gate.
What?
The Wyrm is oath-bound to answer the call and come to the city's aid.
The dragon? Are you Wyrm? Are you saying there's a dragon living under the city?
A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him.
Oh, I want to do this.
The Wyrm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldurin he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. The city has faced countless threats. But Ravengard knew it could not survive the absolute slaughter. With him gone and the city near ruin, the Wyrm's awakening now falls to you and Will. The Duke gave me this. The Legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you, or do not, and see Baldur's Gate burn to ash.
A freaking dragon? Hell yeah, I'm gonna do this quest. Your faith is well-founded. I will take your message to Will.
Thank you. In darkness, I see your light. I should go. I know of still others that might help us when the battle horns call. Unleash the Wyrm. Let its tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. And may they be driven forever from the coast.
No freaking way. Where's this Legend of Ansur? Oh god. The Legend of Ansur. Baldur's Gate, great Baldurin's birth, O Baldurin, founder due veneration, his guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth, a savior below our eternal elation. To worm way neath prison's deepest levels, to be found by not a soul nor devil. Note, entrance in Wyrm's Rock Prison? Sorry, this sword swashing from... What's her name behind me? Hold on. I'll read it over here.
Of a true hero's spark.
I have to get Will, though. With a lightning shock, a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Wyrm's eye shall awake a glitter. Note, something about sparks and torches use lightning. This is Ravengard, whatever his first name is. Old Tard. Yeah. Its trials, no common adventure may exceed. When each day sends forth new ones to their fates, but one great hero, by the Founder's will decreed, shall only once grant our age the heart of the gate. Only a great hero can pass the trials and awaken Ansur. I want to do this quest, but I need... Wait, I have Astarion with me. Wait, we're going to go to the counting house. We're going to loot the hell out of it. Get Will. And then we're going to get this dragon. Because that's cool. Oh, we actually had to get a dragon. I only saw a dragon that one time in Act 1 with the Githyanki. It would be really, really nice to have an actual dragon. Like a freaking metallic dragon in our party. As an ally. Not really in our party. Hopefully in our party. That would be even cooler. 2, 3. Oh, that would be so cool.
Mark the notice in the barracks, by the way.
Alright, we're gonna loot this place because Astarion is here. And I've got a few counting keys and people told me that in the High Vault, Glitterbeard doesn't seem to care.
Of ways to keep life interesting.
Go on then. Coyness isn't in your nature. What would you do with unlimited funds?
Let's just say blood tastes better from a gold goblet. And silk bed sheets improve any nighttime activity.
I like their banter. Sometimes I don't hear it because I'm walking in front of them. Ooh, I wish I could go in there. Can't though.
Better not be cursed.
Ugh, god damn, the camera sometimes. Especially when you're going up and down stairs, the camera just really wigs out. Okay, so some of these I've been told that, you know, some of these are or rich for poor people and
Please
not poor,
wait
but
here.
common.
A staff member will retrieve your items.
What now?
I do not have Misty Step. How do I give myself Misty Step? These ones are so problematic. I can Dimension Door, but I'm kind of a little bit on the lazy side to do that. And these might be the nicer people. I think these are. I think the bad people, the really rich people, are here. So we'll just do the really, really rich people one. Not the kind of nice people.
Let's see here.
Also, there might be information here where the Duke is, because he has a vault here too. I only got the one from Gortash. Yeah, it seems they're not red. It seems like they don't care. Okay, let's start at number 1.
My prayers weren't much bloody use.
We're about to be filthy rich.
Mum used to tell me about Minsker Ratterman. Now I've got a
Come on, Starion. Pick up your feet. Oh, see, I have this key. Heavy iron key. What did I get? Get an additional level 2 spell slot. Dominate person. Heavy iron key. Okay, these are going to camp so that I can give them to people. Tsar family ring. I'm gonna sell that. Okay, these two send to camp. I don't know what this heavy iron key is for.
Knows. If I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself.
Let's crack it open.
Oh, hold on. Let's save. Just in case they aren't actually chill with this. Exactly 30. Perfume days, passionate nights. Oh, Janeth. This is Janeth's. It's mine now. Send to me. All these pendants for selling. Perfume days, passionate nights. This is smut. Lavender scented diary of a diary of florid prose that describes Lady Wisteria Janeth's brief but torrid affair with a young scapegrace named Enver Gortash. A typical excerpt reads as below. When he held me in his burly yet tender arms, it was as if the years melted away, and I was once again the reigning debutante of the upper city soirees and cotillions. What matter if the diamond ring I gifted him, heirloom of the Janeths for generations, was worth more than the value of the mansion? It looked so well glittering on his long, strong fingers, and his glowing smile as he slipped it on was worth a dozen mansions or more. God. Enamored by a charming man. Long arm of the Gur. Someone will like that. I'm just sending all of the items that we could, you know, buff up the party with to the camp, so I could deal with that later. Vault number 7. He's right there and he doesn't care that I'm stealing from these rich folk. Oh crap, I forgot to put the bardic. One sec, let me put bardic on. Try again. Oh my god. Oh, and I still made it? Jeez, okay. Knuckle gloves. Knock. And a heavy chest. What's inside this heavy chest? Toys? Patriarch. Whose is this stuff? Patriarch blackmail files. This is a thick notebook containing background dossiers on all the leading Patriarch families of Baldur's Gate. cross-indexed to show the web of business arrangements and intermarriages between them. A typical entry is as follows. Hlath, family arrivists, relatively speaking. Real estate money, upper and lower city, owns Elfsong Tavern, Singing Lute, Stormshore Row, and its silent partner with minority stake in the Blushing Mermaid. Head of the family is nominally the elderly Lord Orthagon Hlath, but in practice all decisions are made by his business-savvy daughter, Matron Marigold, exploitable, vulnerability, favorite grandniece Holiday Hlath, heir to the Lord Orthagon, is an insatiable gambler and owes substantial debts in the dicing halls from the Stony Eyes to Sow's Foot. Ooh. Skeletons in Patriarch closets. Valuation assessment of Patriarch dossiers compiled confidently by Ser Uktar Guild Bursar. Esteemed Mother Superior, this peerless collection is clearly the fruit of many years' intelligence works, and speaking professionally, I find it reviewing it to be personally rewarding. Okay, typo. It would also be financially rewarding if, at need, the cloister chose to sell it to the highest bidder on the gate's black market. In such an event, I recommend offering it to Nine Fingers Keen at the Guild, of course, to Edvar Needle of Baldur's Mouth, and to Blaisliar Portier of the Flaming Fist. To get your best price, mention to each that you're offering it to the others. If your situation becomes urgent, any of these would gladly buy these dossiers outright for several thousand gold, but you'd get more in an auction. Whoa, this Hlath person is blackmailing the city's elite. I love that guy. Well, for money, but you know, still, the blackmail is kind of funny. Good lord. Even with a low roll, Astarion makes it. This looks like important stuff, like a Mind Flayer parasite that I'm sending to camp. This one. The Astral Prism Heist. Gortash's private memoir notes number 16, The Astral Prism Heist. After that dream I had about the Githyanki threat to our accelerated grand design, my research led me to pore through the old archives left behind in Moonrise Towers by the High Heralds. These records included some surprisingly easy early sources, both Githyanki and Githarzai, that mention a relic or artifact called the Astral Prison or Astral Prism. Though the source of its power was unstated, this artifact was reputed to be able to project a field that disrupted illithid psionics. Such an artifact would clearly be an existential threat to both our absolute ambitions and the grand design. All three of these ancient sources agreed that the Astral Prism was in the hands of the Githyanki Lich Queen Vlaakith. Thus was born the plan to send a tadpole strike team in a regrown Nautilide piloted by the Emperor to steal the Astral Prism. A tadpole strike team? Would that have been me? Thus was born the plan to send a tadpole strike team in a regrown Nautilide piloted by the Emperor to steal the Astral Prism from Vlaakith. What? This is the Emperor? Me? I'm Tadpole. What is this? I need to talk to the Emperor. This is Gortash's plan? Is this Gortash's plan? Thus was born the plan. Am I Gortash's plan? To take control. Gortash's private memoirs notes number 9. To take control. We were deep in Mephisto's vault burgling the crown of Karsus when I saw next to the crown that the wily archdevil had a portfolio labeled Accelerated Grand Design. I couldn't resist taking that as well. The portfolio contained plans compiled by a mad Alhune known only as Blue Apex for a version of the Illithid Resurgence. A grand design that called for mass tadpoling of both friends and enemies, but not to convert the tadpole into mind flayers, but rather to suspend that metamorphosis under powerful magic to create a vast and unconscious hive mind commanded by an enhanced elder brain. My mind, trained in the tyrannical tenets of Bane, instantly saw that this was a means to perpetrate a powerful religious hoax, A mass movement controlled ultimately by none other than myself. For who but the chosen of Baal could master? Okay, wait, I realize. I was part... Okay, what I mean by me. I was part of this tadpole group to go steal this prism, but somehow... But the Emperor was there? But the Emperor protected my mind. I'm so confused what's happening. Sorry, I'm still on that. So grand a scheme. Okay, wait. Shield Steward interrogation log, a scroll or letter. Transcript of key passage into the interrogation of Flovus Nug, Steward of the Knights of the Shield Hall. Blackhand, when did you begin to suspect that Duke Stalemane was not herself? The one that died, right, of old age? Noog. I cleared her dinner dishes after a meal of mutton pie, but when I got the dish up to the kitchen, the mutton was... Brains? Is she an illithid? Blackhand, brains? Nug, and not sheep brains either. Neither. So I started poking around. Blackhand, in the Elsong cellar? Nug, in the knight's secret chamber, yes, and I found a cell with a body in it. A corpse in the city prison stripes. Blackhand, a dead state prisoner? Nug, if I tell you about this, you're going to let me go, right? Blackhand, right. Nug, it was a condemned criminal with the top of her head shattered and the brain mostly gone. Blackhand, in Stalemane's room? Nug, the secret part, yes. That's where she found me. Blackhand, she what? Nug, found me. It found me. At first I thought she was blue and floating, but then it was just Stalmane. She smiled. I don't remember anything after that. Is Stalmane a mind flayer? She ate brains? Where does Stalmane live? That vault just messed me up. That's Gortash's vault. Wait, so the illithid, the Emperor converted her into a mind flayer and she didn't die? She was a mind flayer? What the hell? I don't trust this mind flayer at all. I don't trust the Emperor at all.
Bloody jobs.
A father's diary. Whose is this? Is this the Duke? This is a worn and much-handled journal in which Ulder... Oh, there, that's his name. Ulder Ravengard recorded his favorite memories of his beloved son, Will. A typical entry follows. 15 Flame Rule. Spent the afternoon with Will on the docks down by the Water Queen's house, relaxing on the planks through the harbor... Though the harbor fog swallowed the sun as usual. Will asked if the temple wave servants were real mermaids, and I told him they certainly looked the part, but real mermaids could breathe underwater and rarely show their faces above it. Then I'm going to swim down and catch one, he shouted, and dove off the end of the dock. He kept trying to hold his breath and stay under the surface, but eventually he got exhausted and I had to haul him out. Minus his new shoes, alas. But I'll never forget the smile his face had as he said, I saw one, father. I saw a mermaid, a real one. Then his eyes grew misty and he added, she was beautiful. Of course Will would say that. He's so precious. I'm still about this Gortash thing here. Can we talk about this, please? Because the Emperor? Stalmane? Me? It's all part of his design? What?
Bloody better not be coming out of my
Trident of the
wages.
Waves. The water collar. On a hit, create a 2-meter water surface. I got a better trident. Well, Karlach did. I don't know what to say. We just stumbled upon something that maybe we shouldn't have. Anyways, let's go get Will. Wait, let's look at the quest. Collect Dribble's parts. Oh, we found his shoe. Oh, we need one final piece to complete Dribbles. Wait, we need one more or we found it? I think we found it. Did we? Don't know. Find the entrance to Answer's lair. So they said it was in the Wyrm prison. Okay, before we get Gale back in the normal party. Wait, before we get Will and Gale. I'll get Gale for the final stuff, but We'll get Will for the dragon, because this is his quest. But we have to check whether we've actually got all of Dribble's body parts. I didn't even realize. I thought there would be like 30 body pieces or something. I was like, gosh, I'm gonna be finding this guy for so long. What happens if I give back the body pieces? I haven't been back to that circus in ages. I have Carla carrying all of Dribble's pieces just because it's too heavy. I wonder if I can tell this guy about the toy maker before I go to the circus. I just wanted to see. I need to tell you about all that I found.
Very well.
One more dereliction of duty, and you're all going.
Oh, these kids.
I heard you tracked down the man responsible for those explosive toys. Good work.
I'm like tying up stuff. Hold on. Could I hold person on these kids? One's Bobby. Billy. Steffi. Elsa. Do I know any of these children? What was I supposed to do with these kids again? Who is chasing who? Elsa? Am I supposed to catch any of them? Or just one of them? Maybe it was Billy? Hey, I quit.
Your bad behavior
Oh,
caught
God.
this guard's eye.
I'm sorry.
What do you have to say?
I'm sorry, I was terrorizing the children. Oh, you let me talk my way out of it. You've been warned. Thank you. Sorry, I will not terrorize children anymore. They did not like that. I did it quite a lot in front of them. Let's go away before we start bothering people. Time to get dribbles. Gosh, it feels like it's been forever since I've been in here. Screw this stupid gin. Oh, I wonder if I can steal back my money now. With Astarion. But nah. Dribbles! I found all your bits. You can go home now. To Lucretius.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
Yep. This is every part of Dribbles I could find.
Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend.
He's gonna be an
And
undead?
you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave.
Wait, can you be my allies, actually? Aww. You wouldn't happen to be hiring, would you?
As much fun as you and I would have on the road, alas, no.
Oh.
I think we both know that you're destined for greater things. Oh, and if you do take on the Absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty, after all.
She's the first one that's complimented my appearance. Everyone, other than Gale, but everyone else is like, ew, you look like crap, especially that woman with the jewelry store stuff. Ooh. I want to read this. Go away. I need to read this. Reward for finding Dribbles the clown. Lucretius thanks us for her help. She intends to raise Dribbles from the dead with some improvements. The circus will soon leave Wyrm's Crossing. You receive Spell Might gloves. Spell Might. When casting a spell that requires an attack roll, you can take a -5 penalty to the roll to deal an additional 1d8 damage. Designed for the jobbing spellcaster, these gloves are well insulated to prevent digit immolation for the somatically inept. Interesting. That will go to camp. God, I really need a vendor. Let us find a vendor here in Rivington before we grab up Will. I need to grab up Will and we'll go look for that dragon because this quest is too cool not to do like immediately. Man, if only I talked to Mizora sooner, because I ignored her in camp. I feel like if I talked to her sooner, maybe she would have given me that quest and I could have gotten that dragon quest sooner. Anyways, we are back. Okay, I was coming here to switch out to Will and he has a quest. Or
Your mind
exclamation.
tingles as it opens to Will. He learns of Mazora's meddling and Florrick's tale of the dragon Ansur.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Florrick against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Florrick saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation.
I've heard all manner of songs and tall tales. This one's new to me.
And to me. But, given who carried it, I think it's more than just a myth. Consider this. To Wyrmway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Wyrm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wyrmway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Wyrm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldurin's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the dead three's chosen raised the city.
I'd like you to join me.
That's the spirit.
Alright, let me fix him up and I do need some kind of lightning or lightning spell, so I'll have to spec him to at least have something. Alright, we're here now. I have lightning. I gave him Witch Bolt. It's a pretty low level spell, but it's whatever. And we have lightning stuff. So it's down here. Oh my gosh. Ooh. What is this one? What does that say? Oh, it's the other ones. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if they'll get mad if I go through here. Dragon head torch. So these two torches. Will they get mad if I do this? Karlach has arrows. Oh, that's like an area of effect.
I've got a long road ahead.
Where are the other guys hanging out?
Light on my feet.
They might get mad. Storage room. Okay. Let's play an instrument here. Keep them all here, even that guy patrolling.
Make a goddamn decision for starters. The council talks till their jaws near fall off, but nothing ever gets done.
I just have to wait for that guy.
Hey-ho.
La la la.
A long way to go still. I'll take this way.
Oh wait, wrong.
A hero at heart.
You go
One
here.
move ahead.
Saddle up.
I thought I had 2 of these. I thought I had 2. Didn't I have 2? I do.
All right, what now?
Nice distraction, just in case he got mad about me breaking some boxes there.
Moving in.
I don't want to harm you, just, I mean, you guys are just doing— oh my god! There's a time to it? God damn it. Okay, I guess I could do... I don't have any more arrows of lightning. Okay, let's go. Oh, I didn't realize that it needed it powered. Okay, let's untether myself.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Thought it would stay open. You're gonna close on me. This is so cool.
On my way.
Manhole from Wyrm's rock cells? Oh, we could have gone that way.
All for me.
Oh, this is so cool. We're going on an adventure with a dragon.
Something good here, I hope.
Ah, this is so exciting. And Will is here because it's his quest. Oh, this is the other side of that wall. They closed it off. Okay, this is dark.
Can't afford to stay idle. Have to keep pushing.
Oh, I am so excited by this.
No one stopped me yet. How much further can I go?
There's gonna be a dragon down here. This is insane. There is gonna be a dragon. No wonder it's called Wyrm's Rock Journal of Past Adventures #1.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
There's a mural here. The Wyrm's lair, incredible. The legends were true, and we've marked our place among them. We'll prove our worth with unrusted swords and meet the dragon, the good dragon, or so we pray. God bless our endeavor. It is a good dragon. It's metallic. Okay, let's look at this mural.
Is that Baldurin with a bronze dragon? Must have been quite an adventure. Baldurin and his winged ally admiring the fruits of their labor. The city itself.
This is so exciting.
Baldurin sails away and leaves the dragon to watch over his city. Do the histories make mention of this?
There's nothing here. And here's a statue of Baldurin.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldurin, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand Wyrm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no Wyrm and no savior.
Oh, shut up. Arcana, examine the statue. What magic might be at work? Ooh, I don't have much Arcana, but let's go. No! Of course! Let's try one more time. I'm gonna save my inspiration just in case, like, I need to do it with a dragon. Oh! Hell yeah.
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it, allowing it to speak only recorded messages.
I am worthy, open the way.
Ancient Ansur, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
This is so exciting.
I had incredible.
How old is this place?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I didn't even know that there was a dragon here. It's like, I really wanted there to be a dragon and there is one.